Your body is constantly sending you messages. But are you listening? Right now, as you're watching this video, your circulatory system might be struggling in ways you can't even imagine. Hidden blockages could be forming in your arteries, threatening your heart, brain, and limbs without making a sound. Here's what's truly frightening about arterial disease. It operates in complete silence until suddenly it doesn't. One moment you're living your normal life, and the next, you're facing a medical crisis that could change everything. The statistics are staggering. In the United States alone, someone suffers a heart attack every 40 seconds. But here's what gives me hope. Many of these emergencies could be prevented if people understood what their bodies were trying to tell them. If you're new here, welcome to our Wellness Signals community. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the information we share could genuinely save your life. Today we're exploring 10 critical warning signals that suggest your arteries might be in serious trouble. These aren't just minor inconveniences or signs of aging. These are your body's urgent pleas for attention, backed by research from top medical institutions worldwide. What you discover today could be the difference between catching a problem early and facing a life-threatening emergency. Let's start with the first warning sign. When your chest feels different, it matters. Many people expect chest pain to feel like what they see in movies, dramatic clutching and immediate collapse. Reality is far more subtle and dangerous. The discomfort might feel like pressure, tightness, or squeezing rather than sharp pain. This happens when your heart muscle desperately needs oxygen, but narrowed arteries can't deliver enough blood. Your heart is essentially crying for help, and this cry doesn't stay contained in your chest. The discomfort can spread like ripples through your upper body, affecting your arms, neck, jaw, back, or even your stomach area. This spreading pattern occurs because your heart shares nerve connections with these regions. The most concerning aspect is how people dismiss this as stress, indigestion, or muscle strain when it's actually an urgent cardiovascular warning. The second warning involves your breathing. When you find yourself getting winded during activities that never bothered you before, pay attention. This isn't normal aging or being out of shape. When arteries become compromised, your heart struggles to pump blood efficiently throughout your body. Think of it like trying to water a garden through a damaged hose. No matter how hard the pump works, not enough water reaches where it needs to go. Your body responds by making you breathe faster and deeper, desperately trying to extract more oxygen from each breath. Research shows this symptom often appears in women as their primary heart disease indicator, rather than the classic chest discomfort that men typically experience. The progression is particularly concerning, starting with breathlessness during stairs, advancing to feeling winded during normal walking, and eventually occurring during simple activities like getting dressed. Third, we have a trio of symptoms that often appear together. Sudden dizziness, lightheadedness, or unexpected nausea signal that your brain isn't receiving adequate oxygen-rich blood due to arterial problems. When arteries supplying your brain or heart become narrowed, your body struggles to maintain proper oxygen delivery to vital organs. The dizziness occurs when your brain doesn't get sufficient blood flow, creating that unsettling spinning sensation. The nausea is particularly telling because your digestive system requires substantial blood flow to function properly. When your heart's pumping ability is compromised, blood gets redirected away from digestion to maintain flow to more critical areas. Many people attribute these symptoms to dehydration or stress, but when they occur together, they could indicate serious arterial blockages demanding immediate attention. The fourth warning sign involves unusual sweating and overwhelming fatigue. Cold sweats are especially concerning because they're different from normal sweating due to heat or exercise. These occur when your body is under severe stress from inadequate blood flow to vital organs. When arteries are blocked and your heart struggles to pump effectively, your body activates emergency response systems, triggering stress hormones that cause sudden clammy sweating. The fatigue associated with arterial disease isn't normal tiredness. It's persistent, overwhelming exhaustion that doesn't improve with rest. When arteries are blocked, your heart works much harder to pump blood, eventually leading to heart muscle fatigue that affects your entire body. Research consistently shows that unexplained fatigue is often one of the earliest heart disease signs, particularly in women who may experience this instead of typical chest symptoms. Fifth, pain that extends beyond your chest creates a network of discomfort that can confuse both patients and healthcare providers. When your heart doesn't receive adequate blood flow due to blocked arteries, the pain doesn't respect anatomical boundaries. Your heart shares nerve pathways with multiple upper body areas, causing cardiac pain to appear in shoulders, arms, back, neck, jaw, or upper abdomen. Left arm pain is strongly associated with cardiac events, though pain can affect either or both arms. It's often described as aching, heaviness, or pressure, rather than sharp pain. Jaw pain presents particular diagnostic challenges because people often assume it's dental problems. Upper abdominal pain is perhaps most misleading, frequently mistaken for indigestion when it should prompt emergency medical evaluation. The sixth warning involves your legs. Pain or cramping that occurs while walking and improves with rest indicates peripheral artery disease, where arteries supplying your legs become blocked. This typically manifests as cramping, aching, or fatigue in leg muscles during activity, most commonly affecting calves but possibly thighs, hips, or buttocks. Here's what makes this particularly concerning. Peripheral artery disease rarely occurs alone. If you have blocked arteries in your legs, there's a high probability of arterial blockages in other critical areas, including your heart and brain. This makes leg cramping during walking a whole-body warning sign that your entire arterial system is compromised. Seventh, visible changes in your feet and legs indicate severely compromised blood flow. Non-healing sores, persistent coldness, and skin color changes represent advanced stages of arterial disease, signaling that blockages have reached dangerous levels. When arteries supplying your extremities become severely blocked, tissues don't receive adequate blood flow to maintain normal healing processes and temperature regulation. Sores that persist for weeks or months exist because blocked arteries can't deliver adequate oxygen and nutrients for healing. Persistent coldness in feet or legs, especially when one limb is noticeably colder than the other, indicates significant arterial blockages. Color changes provide visible circulation evidence, with skin appearing pale, bluish, or shiny due to reduced blood flow. The eighth warning sign applies specifically to men. Erectile dysfunction often serves as an early warning system for arterial blockages throughout the body, frequently appearing years before more obvious cardiovascular symptoms. Erectile function depends entirely on adequate blood flow to specialized blood vessels, and the arteries supplying this area are smaller than those serving the heart and brain. This means they often become blocked by plaque before larger arteries show significant narrowing. Research establishes a strong connection between erectile dysfunction and cardiovascular disease. Men who develop this condition, particularly without obvious psychological causes, have significantly higher rates of heart attack, stroke, and peripheral artery disease in subsequent years. Ninth, we have symptoms that indicate brain arteries are blocked or severely narrowed. Transient ischemic attacks produce stroke-like symptoms such as sudden numbness or weakness, affecting one side of your face, arm, or leg. Facial drooping creates asymmetrical appearance, while speech difficulties involve slurred or garbled words despite clear thinking. Vision problems include sudden vision loss, double vision, or visual field cuts. These symptoms, even if resolving completely within hours, represent medical emergencies. About 1/3 of people who experience these temporary episodes will later have a more severe stroke. The temporary nature tricks people into thinking episodes weren't serious, but they indicate brain arteries are severely compromised. The 10th and most severe warning sign involves complete arterial blockage in an arm or leg, creating what medical professionals call the 6 Ps. These are pain, pallor, pulselessness, paresthesias, paralysis, and poikilothermia. This occurs when an artery suddenly and completely blocks, representing a true medical emergency. The pain is severe and constant, often feeling like burning deep within the affected limb. Pallor means the limb loses normal coloration and appears pale or waxy. Pulselessness means normal pulses cannot be felt below the blockage. Paresthesias involve abnormal sensations like tingling or numbness. Paralysis represents motor function loss, and poikilothermia refers to the limb becoming cool to touch. These 10 warning signs represent your body's sophisticated alarm system, desperately trying to alert you to arterial blockages that could threaten your life. The tragedy is that most people ignore these warning signs until it's too late. Recognition and immediate action are absolutely crucial for survival. Remember that arterial blockages develop gradually over years, like rust slowly accumulating in pipes. But their consequences can appear suddenly and dramatically. The chest discomfort you dismiss as stress, the leg cramping you attribute to aging, or the breathlessness you blame on being out of shape, could all be early warning signs of life-threatening arterial disease. Your cardiovascular system is intricately interconnected. Blockages in one area often indicate problems throughout your entire arterial network. This means peripheral artery disease in your legs could signal hidden coronary artery disease threatening your heart, or erectile dysfunction could be warning of impending stroke risk. People who recognize these symptoms early and seek appropriate medical care have significantly better outcomes than those who ignore warning signs until major cardiovascular events occur. The research is absolutely clear on this point. Early detection and intervention can prevent heart attacks, strokes, and other potentially fatal cardiovascular emergencies. Your life may literally depend on your ability to recognize these symptoms and take them seriously. Don't become another preventable statistic. Act on these warning signs immediately. If this information was valuable to you, let me know by typing helpful in the comments. Your feedback motivates us to create more life-saving content like this. Please give this video a thumbs up if it provided important information, and share it with friends and family who need to know these critical warning signs. Subscribe to our channel for more health information that could save lives. Thank you for watching and for taking your health seriously enough to learn these potentially life-saving warning signs.